Mic was muted. Okay. Back to it. Good start.
Arcade mode.
Really need to fix my sleeping schedule. It's kind of a mess. Alright. I'll do a few runs here, I guess. Hope everyone's having a good day.
We're here at last.
Yes. How long I've waited for this moment.
Let us settle this once and for all. Who shall live and who shall die?
Looks like nothing survived here, too. They're coming.
Keep missing those headshots. I need to work on those. Accuracy is such a huge component to scores in this game. I should know that. I just want to check my audio levels, so I'm going to listen back to me talking on the phone.
Help me! Everyone's turning into vampires.
Okay, this should be okay.
Stay back.
Yes. Got those two saved. Should do. I think that should be enough for a life up, though.
Wait!
I don't think you have to save everyone for the life up, but it's just
the creatures
save
of the dark.
most of the people.
Vampire hunters.
You'll get it.
Life up.
Life up. So get the life up there, then try to get the life up the start of this next stage, and that'll be 2 life bonuses. So then you get the max lives, which is 5.
Might have been expected of a
That's kind of the goal.
Wonderful. What interesting experimental material.
Voice acting.
As expected. Not bad.
Not bad. This game reminds me of House of the Dead 2 in so many ways, in terms of just the overall difficulty, and like, I try to max lives out at 5. But even at 5 lives, I don't feel
Let's go.
safe.
Yeah.
Like, even at the max number of lives this game will allow, I feel like I could die at any moment. It's like that with House of the Dead 2, and it is certainly like that, like, with this game. Missed it. Missed the life up. You have to shoot really fast there.
Where am I? What am I doing here?
Reload. That's the same sound effect from House of the Dead 3. This came before House of the Dead 3, so it's like they just copy pasted the same sound. I just find that so funny.
Why? Why is this happening?
I have no idea why. Just it has to. It's a light gun game. Has to be some reason why we're shooting stuff. Yay, it's extra life.
Can't be. My wife.
Life up.
My daughter.
That makes up for me missing the extra life at the start of the stage there. No one to blame but me for that one. It's a fun game. I love Vampire Knight.
Reload.
It's a shame the arcade version is so difficult to find. I mean, I'd be playing this, you know, tons more in the arcade for sure. I just have so much fun with it.
Stay back. Amazing. Your powers. I am the one who serves the vampire. What a joy.
Yes, he sounds very elated to be serving the
Such
vampire.
powerful ones. Draw your guns. Don't disappoint me.
Like, I should frame more of the... This game's, like, visually so cool.
Now, let's have some fun.
Yay, let's have some fun. Like, this is your idea of fun. Just throwing swords at me.
Reload.
That one, the projectile on the right is sideways, which can throw you a bit off, but once you anticipate it, it's not too bad.
I never thought I'd meet such worthy opponents. But the fun's over. Be prepared, because I've no mercy for you. This sword will mark your grave.
It's kind of funny, like, the screen says shoot, but you actually can't shoot him. Oh no.
Reload. Reload.
Scary at the end, but we got through it.
Why I protect the humans. What are you fighting for? Why?
Is there no way to free us from fate?
At the tweet that was live. Some servers. I wish I had like a bot or something that let me do that automatically, but
Lose to humans? We are not made for defeat. You're no vampire.
thankfully this is a long cutscene.
Crazy? Pointing a gun at me?
Don't worry. This gun knows who to destroy.
What a coincidence. I know too. And it's you. After I'm done with you, no one will know if you exist.
Hey JD.
or not.
Yeah, Vampire Knight's a good game, it's just balls hard. But I recommend it. It's like House of the Dead 2, like had a child that was just as difficult as at times frustrating. I think it's actually harder than House of the Dead 2. That final boss is just a nightmare. And yeah, it's taken me like 4 or 5 credits. I think my best is 4 credits, 5 maybe. Which I made last digits of 3, so yeah, 3 credits. But it's a fun game. It's got a great visual aesthetic to it. I'm sorry, I'm just I keep forgetting whenever I go live. I try to like promote my stream, I guess, but it's in Discord's kind of works. Sometimes it doesn't work, but just like that here. Yeah, it's a good game otherwise. The game audio and mic is okay. I'm still having a difficult time really balancing that stuff. Hope the game's not too loud, or like it's, you can't hear me, or it's too low. Something like that.
Light up.
I guess I'll rank the game down again, I guess, taking that hit. Hit there, nice. The game needs a bit of volume down? Okay, thank you. Let me do that.
What happened to my
Test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How's this? So Vampire Knight's a really hard game, blah blah blah. The final boss is like Magician, always ending your 1 CC attempts. Makes me cry. Okay, hopefully that's better. It's better? Okay, thanks, JD. Yeah, I always keep asking people like if it's good or bad, so I can try to fix it. Sometimes I don't have that luxury, and it's just I have to go with my gut. And oftentimes when I go with my gut, I watch the replay afterwards. I'm like, man, the audio's terrible. I tried software with like ducking audio, but it like I can't change like I can't find a way to change the length of the ducking. So, doesn't really sound as good. Hopefully this boss goes okay. This boss guy is a real pain, especially on high rank.
You stupid humans! I'll show you how incompetent you are!
Whee! It's Hangman's brother. So I typically wait for him to like start attacking. And do some chip damage, I guess, to make the later phases go by a bit quicker, I guess.
Reload.
Whee! So, I like how, because the hunters are super human, so you can do cool stuff like that. Yeah. Those iframes, though. That's gonna be a hit. Because I missed those initial shots. So. It comes at me from straight ahead, it feels more manageable. Come on, man.
Reload.
I think, hopefully I'll get a light button. But, yeah. Definitely need to practice that fight.
So, that's the way it is it? Me, defeated by humans? Never!
That was scary.
Yeah. Good accuracy.
Life up.
Okay, that's enough. So I think it's like at least 60% accuracy and save most of the hostages. Why am I calling them hostages? There's villagers. And that should be enough for a life up.
He's been defeated.
I think Kaz actually showed off you can earn two life
You
bonuses
still
in the
can't
second
forget
chapter
about her.
if you get like 100% accuracy, but I'm not.
What do
I
you
can't do
know?
that.
What I have lost, the pain I have suffered.
Which is weird because it kind of mirrors House of the Dead 2, how like
Let's see what a
it is
human
possible to
can do.
actually earn 2 bonus lives for beating Chapter 2
Thank you for
in House of the Dead
rescuing
2 if you save enough
There's
people.
no need to thank us.
You have to take very specific routes,
We're here
which actually
too.
involve letting hostages die,
We're coming.
or at least letting one hostage die, I think.
Reload.
And then you'll get it'll say 2 life bonuses at the end. Yeah, a Vampire Knight 2 would be cool. I mean, Namco's willing to make a sequel for Deadstorm Pirates, so, who knows? Maybe Namco's, like, reaching in their backlog and seeing, you know, what IPs are actually, like, worth bringing back. Maybe in the future they'll do Vampire Knight 2, who knows?
Have done well. Go.
As long as it's not being made by whoever made Time Crisis 5,
Enough! You humans disgust me.
I think we should be good.
Now it's your turn to suffer.
Missing shots. So I'm gonna throw accuracy out the window for this guy and just mash trigger. I think there's a life up early that I missed. So, in one of the rafters up above, I think before you actually start fighting the boss, there's a life up hidden somewhere. Give me a life up then. So that part there, if you take too long fighting those enemies, you go down the blue void of death. Why they sound like fireworks or firecrackers? So there are visual tells. Yes. Each time you shoot the boss, he or she will have like a second of invincibility, so if you just mash the trigger like crazy, you'll mess up your accuracy. So it's risky, but like to play this game at a high level, you have to like have that rhythm going. And I'm just playing it a lot safer, I guess, right now. While I learn it, that is. Yeah, but I can't believe that's... Yeah, I'll go back to it. Sorry that was hurting the mic. It's not in bad form to, like, answer the phone, like, on streams. I'm gonna put that in my pocket, sorry about that.
Why am I still alive?
Live your life as a human. Fight your soul once again.
Yeah, speaking of calls, I had many close calls with that boss.
Life up.
Still got a life up, but... Vinculum Nocturne. Who came up with these names? They sound like titles for BlazBlue games or something.
Here, I shall go.
Phantasma Concerto.
Please let me.
Concerto. Whatever you pronounce it.
Leave it.
Probably the coolest chapter names ever. Like, it's... This game is just so freaking emo. I love it.
Not this time.
So be it. If this is
For
what
that,
you
maybe
want,
you could pause,
I
mute,
must stop you here.
and BRB screen. Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't even know that was coming, to be fair, but, like, I shouldn't have had the phone on it. That's fine. You just move on from it. Back to the game. I love the music in this stage. This stage is really cool. Like, each stage is, like, visually distinct. Magician lookalikes. Like, they even have the same pose, too. The crossing arms pose. It could be Latin. I have to look it up.
I must stop
It's just really cool. I think they're all, like, musical references, too. Like pieces of a symphony? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a music nut or anything, but Concerto. Come on. You have to, like, spam shots, like, super fast on those. And you can barely see the projectiles on these guys. I'm not happy with my life is though.
Leave it once.
Damn it. So I need to, like... I may have to do the boss practice mode. Because it's like you have to... It's kind of like a point-blank minigame. Which makes sense because this is Namco, but... For, like, shooting really quickly there. Which hopefully my gun for IR can keep up with. I'll keep going though. Life up. See if I can use fewer credits than my last attempt at least.
So you have come this far. But I cannot let you go any further.
Dependent on rank, you'll have more of those projectiles that she sends at you. So...
Why can't you settle your differences?
humans and vampires compromising. What a silly thing you say, little one. But I can't stop here. The warmth Sir Vampire has given me. I can't turn back now.
No, Diane, don't turn to the dark side. So upper body is the weak point. Nice. That was close. I'm shooting the top of the body. I don't know why it's not registering. Must be a very sensitive hitbox. Alright.
Little one. What you said may be true. Thank you. And farewell. My beloved vampire.
$70. So it seems like my splits are like 70,000 every time I get to this part. Who shall live? Who shall die?
You, stay here.
But
We must go on from here without you. You must stay here if you don't want to die.
You mustn't die. You must live on.
You must live on. Oh yeah, I messed around with that Castlevania arcade game on PC. It crashes when you get to a certain level. Apparently, there is a fix for it online, but haven't really had time to mess around with it. But I'll look into it.
Where there is light, there is shadow. What my heart desires, you are my shadow. Let us settle this once and for all.
Another
What we started 300 years
nightmarish
ago.
boss fight.
This battle is for my devoted followers.
The end to all. Ah, this boss. Hopefully the bats are colored differently, but to distinguish which ones are attacking and which aren't, but I feel like it's still kind of throwing me off because of the sun. Man. Come on, man. So maybe for that phase I should wait. Man. Wait until he starts moving, then start shooting? It's really hard. Skip the cutscenes. I should start skipping the cutscenes because it just takes so long. Come on. Not this phase. That phase is really hard to stop with the sword phase. And it seems like his attacks are just all chosen at random. Speak of the devil. Not again! Not the people that phase! And that side-to-side movement is really disorienting for me. Shooting him. So you have to really kind of follow him with the bullets as he's moving side to side. That's so important. Oh, fuck. So it seems like there's a tiny hitbox for that phase. Oh well. I feel like this phase shouldn't be that difficult. Maybe I'm shooting in the wrong area. Yeah, I need to be shooting more at the head. I think I roughly used the same number of continues as last time, so still in the same boat.
And so will you.
We are not what we were 300 years ago.
It was reaching
Girl,
stage 5 and
she
1
changed
credit
us.
again.
She gave us the warmth of that of a hero.
So I think definitely like
Shall disappear.
the issue was just reaching stage 5
have no
with like
regrets.
only 2
It's
lives.
all over now.
See, you want to have more than that, so you can just
Farewell.
make up for the parts where Diane throws the projectiles at you. So that's the bit that I need to practice more of.
6 months later.
But making a little bit of progress, I guess.
I shall not forget. My heart shall remember all. That day, that moment, and what happened.
It's a very nice looking game. It helps that the textures are up-res with PCX too, but it does look very nice in the arcade because textures are higher res. Small steps toward victory, indeed. Did that beat my PB? It's his first place. I think 70. Yeah, it beat it. 77-123, exactly 1,000 points better than my PB. How funny. I only have to change one digit. Boom. How exciting. I typically use save states just to save the scores because I don't have the memory card feature working. Now, I've heard there's a boss mode,
Training mode.
so maybe that'd be worth looking into. Welcome to training mode. Oh, you have to unlock them? Oh, that's kind of lame. Number of targets within the time limit. I'll try a bit of this. Maybe this will help.
Ready? Go!
Success! Guess I'll save. So I guess that means I completed it.
Ready? Go!
It's just you shoot the... Too bad, you need more practice. So does it matter which... Because I thought like you have to shoot the head or the chest. I guess I guess it doesn't matter, just hit it, period. 3 times each. Or 4 times each, or whatever. Change the number.
Reload.
Okay, makes sense. Success! Cancel save. More targets.
Ready? Go! Reload.
Oh man, you gotta shoot that super quick. Let's try that again.
Ready? Go!
There we go.
Success!
That doesn't matter where you shoot. That would throw me off because I thought like it mattered where you shot. But I guess it doesn't matter. Just shoot it, period. Yeah, that totally looks like Magician, that vampire. Rescue all the villagers. Okay, let's try this. I do like these training missions. I do like games that just have this stuff, because it just helps you improve as a player.
Ready? Go!
Ah, damn it. Almost got it there.
Ready? Go!
I feel like the ones where the sarcoma things are by the bodies. I feel like those kind of throw me off a lot.
Go!
Because you have to shoot pretty low. I keep messing that up. Keep trying. Because this is really important because you want to save these guys during gameplay for extra lives. A lot of the extra lives come from saving townsfolk. Why do I keep messing up with the last guy?
Ready?
I'll give it one more attempt and then I don't want to get stuck on the same minigame. That's fine. The number of life items within the time limits.
Ready?
I can't see that. Oh shit. So you have to go for the life items. These minigames are legit, like, no joke.
Success!
But they do a good job of actually, like, focusing on your accuracy and reaction time, and those are the things really important for these games. Shoot all the barrels. Okay. It's just like a point-blank game.
Ready? Go! Reload!
Almost.
Ready?
I think I should start from the bottom and then work my way up.
Reload! Reload!
Yay! Got it.
Success!
So it does keep track of time, which is good. So the faster you can do it, the better you are at rapid firing. Enter the elevator, defeat every enemy on each floor. Can't miss.
Ready? Go!
Nice. So I guess that's more about the speed aspect of it. Don't let the enemy get ahead of you. What do you mean by get ahead of me?
Ready,
Let's find out.
Go.
Oh, I see.
Reload. Fail.
Okay, so you can't let him get to the right. Okay.
Ready, go.
There you go.
Sucks.
Success. Kind of sucks that like the boss training missions you can't actually do yet. You have to unlock them. You're down all the bats. Okay. There's a lot of training missions. It's
Ready,
pretty nice.
go. Reload. Success.
It wasn't too bad. Training, rapid fire, and reloading.
Ready, go.
Yay. Saved her. Or him. Whatever.
Success.
I like how robotic the animations are. Good stuff. Oh, cool. So now we've unlocked... you can unlock the others. These are the 3 bosses that I've been kind of, like, wanting to practice. Because it's just, I'm not really the best at them, so... I'll try Raoul. Fail, lose all lives. Okay. Be helpful, especially for the final boss.
Ready,
Oh, you can't practice the clone scene. That kind of sucks. There's some parts before this we have to fight Raoul, and there's like clones of him. And you have to tell which is the real guy, which is fake. So it's kind of like a memory game. So this is, I think, the easy difficulty. Probably like if I was playing this in the actual game and I was like not doing well, and it would be the lower difficulty. The game messes with the difficulty the better you play. So yeah, this really isn't that bad. Okay. This is the arcade version. This is the PCX2 emulator. It's up on the Crux. So this is the PS2 port on an emulator, and then I'm using a gun for IR to work with it, which is a handy PC light gun. It really wasn't that difficult. Can I play this at a higher difficulty? Okay. So if you play it repeatedly, that's what the icons are. You play it repeatedly, you get more challenging difficulty. That's good.
go.
So this is taking more hits to stop his attacks with the higher difficulty. I think as Samaritas mentioned, you actually can't, like, practice, like, the difficulty, like, the absolute hardest difficulty, which is only, like, if you play the game really well during the normal game mode, and you have the ranked difficulty just scale up. To where, like, it can take, like, 6 hits to stop a boss. That's apparently not playable in this. It's kind of lame. For those wondering, so this game, like, will get harder the better you play. And if you take damage, it gets a bit easier. It's kind of a dynamic difficulty, a rank system. Kind of shifts up and down. Many arcade games have this. So, like, if you're a high-level player, then the game gets harder for you, but if you're not playing as well, then the game gets easy, if that makes any sense. Also, kind of an attempt to get your quarters. And so, in this game, the way it ranks up is that bosses require more shots to stop their attacks. And it can reach up to 6 hits to actually shoot them to avoid damage. So there are progressive difficulty levels here, which is nice. So if you don't stop that attack, you have to deal with all the fireballs, the rocks. There you go. Probably should, like, try to practice more of, like, just being accurate. I like to mash there, though. Yeah, that's probably damage. Yeah, there's just one hit too slow there. There we go. Level 3 beaten. Success!
Congratulations!
I love the voice acting in this.
You got a new item.
Ooh, fancy. Oh yeah, Hunter's Files is the lore of the game, if you ever wanted to know the story of this game. And there's a lot of interesting artwork in there. I guess that's a max difficulty level, just 3 icons. Yeah. Looks like it. So I guess we've beaten this dude. So let's practice Diane, I guess. This is the 5th boss, and she's been giving me some trouble. The ice mermaid vampire.
Go!
So when she crosses her arms, you can't hit her head. So that's good to know. Copy. So again, this is like the easy difficulty for her. Those projectiles are so tiny and narrow when she... The arrow is coming at you. There's like a different... Sometimes she'll throw arrows, sometimes she'll throw rings. The rings are a lot easier to see, and they're easier to shoot. And if you damage her enough, you can like cancel out those projectiles, which is pretty nice. Like that. So you can damage her enough, and all the projectiles go away. You cancel out the attack, and then you don't have to deal with it. But during gameplay, like, game would probably be ranking up at that time. So you would need more hits on her to actually stop the attack. There we go. And got it. Good fight. Success! Alright, so... And then this last one will be... She'll take 5 hits per phase on high rank. So you can't even practice this boss like if it was the rank on the arcade version. The difficulty reaches like 6 hits. This is like 5. It's a bit easier. Slow there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 hits. What the hell? Yeah, I don't understand the rank system. Just the better you play, the more hits you need on the boss to stop these attacks. Basically. There we go. I may try that one more time. Success!
Congratulations!
Probably should unlock... There we go. That unlocks the Hunter's Files for Diane. Good stuff. So if you ever wanted to learn about this character's backstory, it's a Light Gun game that actually has lore, then you can do that. I'll try this one more time. And then I'll practice the final boss. Missed a shot, so that cost. I probably should have gone for the projectiles. Got it that time. I feel like I'm shooting the axe creatures from House of the Dead there, with the crossed axes over their bodies. Got her that time. There you go. Bit better fight. Success. Alright. So, I'll practice a bit on the final boss, I guess, in this mode. His final boss in this game is... Excuse me? The final boss is a real pain. No time limit, 3 lives. It's actually a bit harder, too, because you only get 3 lives to deal with it. Whereas, like, if you're playing well in the arcade mode, you can reach this point with, like, 4 or even 5 lives.
Go!
So he has a lot of very dangerous phases that you want to deal with. He's not moving as much. Typically he moves very erratically in that particular phase. Here you can see the bats that will attack you are colored blue, which is helpful. So you can kind of pinpoint which is which. This is like low rank difficulty. Is it just this whole bad phase? I thought by now he would be on his next phase. When he does like all those different those elemental attacks. Is that not even in this? Not in that. That's a bit weird. I find that very strange. So, like, typically you damage him enough, he goes into a harder phase. If I can't practice that, that's going to be an issue. So then the only way to practice it is just to, you know, reach that point of the game. That was close. Stop that in time. Good stuff. Not at that time. Yeah, this phase like is way shorter on the once you play it in the arcade mode. That's probably a hit because I missed the shot. It's the second level of difficulty for final boss. I guess there should be one more difficulty bit there. Yeah, one more. Alright.
Ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Go!
Yeah, I gotta wait for the boss to charge up. Or so that bat nearly hit me from off screen. I think that happened to SM Radis once when he played this on a marathon. The bat patterns are pretty random. Sometimes you can get some not so good ones that can put you at a disadvantage. That was one such example of that. I feel like the sun texture in the background is kind of throwing me off. I don't know why. Okay, stop at that time. Yeah. Didn't stop that in time. Probably not even shoot the bats after a phase is ended like that, because I mean, doesn't really matter. Like shooting them doesn't. I don't think really shooting the bats is worth points. So maybe good to save my stamina and not really just go for them. Stop them there. That, yeah, there you go. There's the off-screen damage. That's unfortunate. Keep going. There we go. Man. Yeah, that phase, those attacks in that phase are just nowhere near as long as they are here. Or,
Congratulations.
I got it wrong. I can't tell. In the arcade version, that those phases aren't long. So this is just an exercise. What are we looking at time-wise? I'll do one more attempt on the... It's kind of good to practice most of the bosses and training missions here. I'll have to mess around with those more another time. I guess I'll make one more arcade playthrough, 1cc attempt. Scarlet Snow Prelude.
We're here at last.
Yes. How long I've waited for this moment.
Step down. Alright. I'm gonna skip cutscenes to make this go faster. I don't really have too much trouble shooting the weak point for those. It's some of the lanky vampires that kind of throw me off. There you go. I'll change the category.
Please help the others.
Well, might as well.
Wait. Who are you?
I tend to like mess around with like stream categories and all that. Retro category. I'd sometimes try to stream in it, but like I feel like there's too many streamers in that one, so it's kind of hard for people to notice the streams, so give Vampire Knight a try. Just the game category, not a regular. Sword Dance Sonata. What a name.
As might have been expected of a vampire hunter.
Wait.
Wait.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't miss the next light. There we go. Got it. I've missed that before last time I played it, and I was not super happy about that. Hey, save that guy.
Where am I? What am I doing here?
Should just rapid fire on those guys.
Why? Why is this happening?
And of course I missed it. I do like the mechanic. It is really cool just taking the concept of saving hostages from House of the Dead and just having a really interesting twist to it. I think the developers said in an interview that originally you would lose a life if you shot the hostage by mistake. And they got rid of it because they just thought it was too hard. And I do agree, I think that's brutal, but it's still a cool idea. Just the whole, you know, shooting the little, the parasites off the villagers' bodies to save them. It's pretty cool. So it takes one shot per hit to him, and he has like a second of invincibility after each hit. So if you spam bullets, then it just hurts your accuracy. You may not get the life up at the end of the stage. So, but it's also risky because if you miss a shot, you're probably going to get hit. So you can be super accurate and get more points, but it's an interesting kind of balance. Again, I feel like this. I really do think this game just feels like a House of the Dead 2.5. Just like taking, it's like it got the kind of difficulty like House of the Dead 2 does, but it kind of polishes up the accuracy percentage thing. A lot of focus on accuracy in this game too. And just how it factors into the scoring, it's pretty well designed, I think. And many of Namco's gun games, like Time Crisis, would always have that focus of accuracy, so it is nice to see that retained in this game. Also at the same time unsurprising, because that's what they've done for most of their light gun catalog. Go for the head. You can't shoot him here because he has iframes. So it says shoot, but you actually can't shoot him. So go for the head for this guy. We'll get him next time, I guess. There we go. Oh, he's still alive. Good. Okay, now he's dead. Now I can relax. I wasn't paying attention to his health bar.
Why protect the human? What are you fighting for? Why?
Dead. I don't care about the lore. Skip. Is it 2 and 3 saved?
Life up.
Life up. I'm curious to try. It'd be a risk, but I'd be curious to try the right path, the branching path in this stage. There's two paths, left and right. I've always taken the left, but maybe I should try the right. Alright, shut up.
After I'm done with you,
Okay.
no one will know if you existed or not.
Yeah, we'll try the right path. I'm curious if it's worth more points. Just wait for that coin to get closer so I can shoot it. There we go. So I watched Kaz play this, and his strategy for the flamethrower guys is to shoot their legs repeatedly. It's actually worth more points, and then finish them off with the headshot.
Help.
Saved her.
My body. I'm back to normal.
And there is one more villager to save. And a life up too. Doing okay so far. So that path up there, that bridge in the distance, that's the other branching path. Which is kind of cool. I like how you can see it. Which kind of gives you a clue to like, oh, you actually can go up there. The world building in this game is just really good. Saved him. Nice. So, assuming my accuracy doesn't crap out with the boss of the stage, that should be enough for a life up. Because it's saving enough villagers and having a high enough accuracy for that life. Oh yeah, this part's very hard. These this Sonic the Hedgehog vampires. Let's get it again. So looks like a circular motion. Works pretty well on those guys. All right.
Don't be so sure.
All right. Third boss. The fire bat guy. Who may or may not be inspired by the bat guy from House of the Dead. So, let's see what we can do here.
Reload.
Alright. Typically there's an item in here. I didn't get it this time. But it was worth a try. Go. So when he has that, the flame aura around him, that actually indicates that he can be shot. So you can do a bit of chip damage on him before the phase starts. Like that. These phases are pretty difficult to stop, especially on high rank. But I'll try to deal with them to the best I can. Okay, I'm off to the final phase. Jeez. Wow. Okay. First time I've beaten that boss without getting hit. Good stuff. And I haven't gotten hit at all so far, so the rank for the next game, the next level is probably just gonna be ridiculous. That's good stuff, though. Taking some water because these light gun games really take a lot out of you. So that actually, I wouldn't have gotten a life up there, so my accuracy is not good. But I'm at max lives anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Phantasma Concerto. These are such cool level names, but people really don't care about the story in these light gun games. It's just a shame, because I think some work actually was... some effort went into it. So, in one of these areas... So, life up is up there. Okay. So worth noting, so life up at the start. I completely botched that. Yeah. So you have to find out which is the right guy. The other two are fakes. Forgot to reload. Okay, I saved her. And then there's two more people I can try to save up here for taking this route. Assuming I kill these enemies fast enough, so I take the... Yeah, if you take too long killing those two vampires, you get sucked down into that vortex thing. Never mind. So I'm not gonna get the life bonus for this stage then. So I have to play the fight perfectly. So, again, gotta find out which is the right guy. And there are visual tells, which is nice. So the right one is the one that falls down. It's too slow there. We're stuck in this portal. There's a lot of close calls with this boss. There you go. So I'm not too happy I took the 2 hits there. So back to stage 5 at 3 lives. Ideally, I want to be at like 4 or 5 because stage 5 really ups the difficulty. So if I saved enough hostages, I would have gotten a life up there. Alright, well, we'll give it our best shot. Should humanity exist, is it worth saving?
Please wait.
Okay. That was a life up? Wow, I did not even know that. I thought the life up was at the end. I gotta keep this clip. I didn't even know that. That's really worth noting. So, are there 2 possible life ups at this stage? Or is it like the game being nice to me and giving me a life up at the start? I have no idea.
I must stop you here. Leave at once.
This stage is pretty typical. Mostly because those projectiles from enemies are just so small and get camouflaged easily with everything else going on. And there's no branching paths in this stage, it's just a linear path. There are branching paths in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th stages, but they're pretty small in quantity compared to like House of the Dead. So there's a life here. Life up. Man, I keep failing that. So yeah, it looks like there are 2 life bonuses. That's pretty nuts. I'll have to keep that clip. But yeah, at the start of the stage, I found a life up, and then there was one at the end, so... So maybe indeed there's 2 life ups to make up for the fact that there's no, hostages to rescue. Hey, Opposition Work, what's up?
Wait!
Just playing some Vampire Knight here. Checking my time, it's close to an hour. If I fail the 1cc, I'll play it to the end. I think this is my personal best run, reaching this, this boss without dying, so I've got a PB right now, so we'll see what I can do. It's actually coming a good time. Hopefully I could do decent on this boss. It's a hard game, but it's pretty fun. I've just been... This is the game I'm focusing on with the streams at the moment. And I did some training earlier with the training mode and learning a little bit. It's like a House of the Dead 2.5. I've said this repeatedly, but I really think it's a good way of describing this game. As it has a few things like canceling boss attacks, which was something that that House of the Dead 3 would do. So it kind of influenced House of the Dead, and kind of neat. Shooting her enough to cancel those projectiles. There we go. That was no damage against that boss. That was great. Good stuff. And now we're on the final boss in 1 credit. He's probably going to steamroll me, but this is a personal best now. First time I've reached final boss in 1 credit. I think it definitely helped that I did those practice missions before this run. And I may have to stick with them. I don't know if that's enough for a life up, though. It's not. So, I think it's 60% accuracy or more. So, I could have been going into the final boss at 4 lives, but it's 3. Oh, no, I'll give it my best shot. Still a PB run. If I can get more consistent at reaching the final boss in 1 credit, that's like the best thing. Previously, the roadblock was stage 4, and then I got better at that, and then the roadblock again after that was stage 5, and so it's definitely seeing some improvement. This final boss is a nightmare. One of the hardest in Light Gun history, by far. Skip the cutscene. We'll see how it goes. hesitated a bit, which almost costed me a hit. Okay, so that's the first phase. And the second phase, much worse than the first. Let the cutscene play up and take a brief break. Sometimes I do that. Often I skip cutscenes because it's kind of repetitive seeing and hearing the same lines over and over and the same stuff, but I guess they can use it strategically, just to get a break. Alright. Going Super Saiyan here. This fight's a trip. Ah, man. It sucks. Oh well. Rip. What? That phase, I don't know how you're supposed to deal with it. It seems like there's a very tiny hitbox you have to hit. There you go. Yeah, that phase. It seems like it's... I need to figure that out. I should watch the replay. And that's his boss. I mean, like, you can reach this guy even at max lives and still not clear the game. But that's how difficult this game is. Like, this boss can just steamroll you, even if you like excel at everything else. Because the attacks are so unpredictable. I need to practice this guy more. But you can't really practice these phases in the training mode. Wow, side-to-side motion is just horrendous. Okay, final phase. Shoot the head, I guess? I guess that's the weak point, is shoot the head for this guy. Okay, so for this final part, I can't talk. Final phase, headshots. Okay. Alright. That was still a 3 credit clear, but it was reaching this nightmare in one go without dying. So that's still progress. Way better than yesterday where I kept getting stuck at stage 5.
We were 300 years ago. The girl, she changed us. She gave us the warmth of that of a human. We shall disappear with you.
We have no regrets. It's all over now.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Goodbye, Dracula. Actually, he has a different name. He's not
6
Dracula,
months later.
but we all know what they were inspired by.
I'm alive.
Good music.
I shall not forget. My heart shall remember all. That day, that moment, and what happened.
I feel like my mic is too. I have to work on that. Check out the. I'll test the noise canceling stuff on the mic later. Until then, another new personal best. So I didn't quite catch the score. I think I'll show it here though. 77. So 500 some points better. 77, 622. And one less credit. So good stuff. Making progress. Just a brutal game. Let me just double check the score here, and then I'm gonna close the stream. Appreciate everyone for 622. I'm sorry, not 72. 77, 622. Let me get that right. 622. So making progress. One less credit. Let me make sure I save the save state here. I don't have the memory card thing set up, so I just do save states. But all right. I'll go ahead and find someone to raid here. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. Who to raid? Find someone to raid. Find someone to raid.
Re-equip dash.
I'll go and raid. I'm not too familiar with this streamer, but I'm sure whatever they're playing. Saga 2, Goddess of Destiny. I'm not too familiar with that game, but sounds cool. This is Dino PLS.
Who shall live and who shall
So, give a quick raid, I guess. Just a tiny raid. Alright. And I will see you guys whenever I stream next time. I know I need to come up with a schedule, but we'll figure it out. Alright. Later, guys, and keep playing light gun games. I guess that's all I have to say.